This guy's trying to hide the origins of phrases from you, but I'm letting the cat out of the bag. Which is a phrase that means to reveal a secret. That phrase comes from late medieval con artists, and the con went something like this. 1 piglet, please. Here you go. That'll be 1 shilling. Ah, that's a bargain. All seems to be in order. No time to check, must be off. Cheers, mate. Look at this piglet for our farm. What? That's a cat, that is. What? Woman, you think I can't tell a piglet from a kitten? Look at this fine specimen. Oi, you cheat. You sold me a kitten, not a piglet. This thing's worthless. Ah, you've let the cat out of the bag. Didn't think you'd make the effort to come back. I almost had ya. You almost did. Get him. Wait. Oh, this feels unnecessary. This guy thought he could hide that origin from you, but I won't turn a blind eye to his trickery, which, by the way, means to pretend you don't notice something. You can trace this phrase back several centuries, and no one knows the exact origin, but it got popular because of good old Admiral Nelson. In the Battle of Copenhagen in 1801, when Nelson was but a mere vice admiral of the British Navy, Admiral Hyde Parker ordered a retreat using a system of flags. Vice Admiral, they're telling us to retreat. I have only one eye, and I have the right to be blind sometimes. I really do not see the signal. No, dude, I just told you we got the signal. Charge! So then old half-blind Nelson just absolutely annihilated the Danes. This guy thinks we need proof that he's hiding the origins of these phrases from us. Proof! Proof! The proof is in the pudding! Which, by the way, means that the only way to verify something is to test it out. It's a shortening of the original phrase, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. If you go back to the old times and order pudding, don't expect Jell-O banana cream. Dessert? Could I have pudding? Well, sure. You're fine. Pudding, back in the day, meant boiled intestines stuffed with minced meat and blood, and it was known to be sometimes delicious and sometimes so rancid it could kill you. You made it so you could have the first bite. Hey, if you insist, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. I've seen worse. I'll prove this guy's a master of deception. Everyone who hides things has secret entrances in their house behind a bookcase somewhere. See, look. No secret entrance. Well, take that with a grain of salt, which means don't take it too seriously. Be skeptical. This one's debated, but the most credible origin is that it's from the writings of Pliny the Elder, an ancient Roman author. He wrote that King Mithridates had a potion that could inoculate people against poisons, and one of the ingredients was a grain of salt, or maybe a pinch of salt, depending on the translation. So if you drink poison with this grain of salt, the poison can be taken less seriously. But I guess the potion wasn't perfect, because Pliny the Old Boy, while saving people from an erupting volcano, died from breathing in poisonous volcanic ash. What a loser! Shouldn't have taken that ash with a grain of salt. This guy was hiding these origins because of some grand scheme to reveal them and thereby take over the world. Well, sorry to steal your thunder, bud. Which means to take the attention away from someone, usually by doing something that they were planning to do. The origin is from 1709, and it's pretty literal. Hey, John, just saw your new play. Hey, nice. Did you like it? No, dude. It was terrible. They're never gonna run that again. Oh. Well, did you like the thunder machine I invented for it? Yeah, I guess that part was cool. Hey, do you want to see Macbeth next week? Sure. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done't. My husband? I have done the deed. What? They will not let my play run, but they steal my thunder. Shh. Oh, sorry. See? He's trying to silence me with violence. But what he doesn't know is that I have a shotgun. Speaking of which, when you call shotgun to get the passenger seat, that comes from the Old West. Stagecoaches were common targets for bandits. The person riding in shotgun would have an actual shotgun to discourage them. Also, unrelated, these are my official rules for shotgun. Anyone who disagrees with these rules can take it up with me. I'm a reasonable guy. Now, if I was to do something like this, people would call me mad as a hatter. A couple hundred years ago, English hat makers would soak animal fur in mercury nitrate. Then they'd heat the fur to make a nice pelt, which would release mercury fumes. The Hatters would go slowly insane. They'd start with fatigue and tremors, and it would get worse over time with memory loss, hallucination, and eventually total psychosis. Oh, you're so loud. Put a sock in it, would you? That seems like it's telling you to shove a sock in your mouth to shut you up, but it's actually because old gramophones didn't have volume knobs, so you'd put a sock in it to muffle the volume. Hey, too bad it's not raining cats and dogs, huh? Right? Back in the 1700s, as a show of wealth, people would buy expensive breeds of pets, then chuck them off tall buildings onto the peasants below, which was known as raining cats and dogs. Nah, just kidding. In reality, animal control didn't exist, so strays would just die in the streets. And there wasn't much of a drainage system in English cities, so heavy rain would flood the streets, taking dead animals along with it, making it look like it had rained cats and dogs.
911, what's your emergency?
Hey, what are you doing? Gonna chit-chat with Grandma? I don't have time for that. I'm not here to fuck spiders. That one doesn't really have a backstory, I just think it's hilarious. It's an Australian phrase that can be used like this. Yeah, so
what's up with the music these days?
Alright, I'm not here to fuck spiders, who is, right?
I am.
Well, those are the origins of the phrases you were keeping a secret, so I guess I won't press charges against ya. And hey, I know those secrets were weighing you down, bud. So, you're welcome. And I'll always come back whenever I sense you need me. Anyway, that's it. See ya!